Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review video. I have 7 books, so let's just get right into it. So the first book I have is the one that I recently finished, and this is called Guarding the Amish Midwife. It's a love-inspired suspense book, and it's called I just said it. It's by Dana R. Lynn. This is what it looks like. I think I should have it like this. There we go. Now we're good. And this book was really good. It was about this Amish woman who was going to help her cousin have a baby because she's a midwife. And she uses this, because she's Amish, so she can't drive to her cousin's house. And this person that's driving her gets shot and dies. And she knows who the killer is. She doesn't know who he is, but she knows what he looks like and stuff. So this detective man takes her under her wing and tries to help her figure out who this guy was and why they did this stuff. And it had a shocking ending at the end, and I just really liked it. I mean, it was good. And I mean, in the beginning it really wasn't that great, but it was good. So this one was good too. This one was this one's called Fine Feathered Death. It's by Linda O. Johnston. It's a Kendra Ballantine pet sitter mystery. I only have one of these books left. This is what this one looks like. And I was gonna put it in this book review video, but then I thought, you know what? I just wanted to keep it, so because there was another book that I wanted to read on my bookshelf for that. So this book is about Kendra, and she pet sits all these different kinds of animals, like snakes, dogs, cats, pigs, birds, anything. And she works at a law firm, and this law firm guy that she works with has this bird, and it's a parrot. It's like I think it's a macaw, or it's something close. Or no, it's an African gray parrot or something like that. I think they said it was. And what happens is this guy dies, and she has to figure out if this bird knows who did it by like trying to get it to talk and figure out all these like different mimicking things it's doing. And it was a really good book. I really liked it. So this one was good too. This is kind of like a spin-off of the Cedar Cove books that I've been doing book review videos on, and I just finished them like maybe like 3 or 4 book review videos ago. So this is kind of like a spin-off of that series, because this is when Debbie Macomber's Cedar Cove became the TV show on Hallmark Channel, and it's not on anymore. It hasn't been on for a really, 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 really long time. And so she made this like kind of like spin-off kind of series. And this is called The Inn at Rose Harbor. The inn is in Cedar Cove. And it's by Debbie Macomber, like I said. And it was a really thick book, but most of the things in this book were like, a lot of like the last couple pages were basically like excerpts from her other books and stuff like that. And this book is about this woman, Jo Marie, she married this guy who I think was in the Navy, and he ends up dying. And she decides, she wants to do something with her life besides grieve for her husband. So she decides to buy this bed and breakfast that this other couple ran for so long. And she decided to buy it, and she bought it, and now she's running this. And also in this book, there's a lot of like Cedar Cove characters in it. So if you haven't read the Cedar Cove books and know a little bit about each character, you're not going to remember. If you read this book first, you're not going to understand some of this parts in the series. But this was really good, and there is it's basically like a book where she runs this in, and 2 people come to stay for the first time, and then she's helping them work through their problems. And this book was really good. I really liked it. And it was kind of like her Cedar Cove stories were and stuff like that. And there is a second book to this. I do have the second book. I forget what it's called. I think it's like Rose Harbor in Bloom or something like that. And so I have that book, but it's going to take me a long time to read it because, one, I don't know where it is, and two, I'm not going to go through all my books just to find it, to read it. So that's just what I'm just going to have to do. So this book was just a regular romance book, and I really didn't, I mean, it wasn't like I didn't enjoy reading it, it was just okay, you could say. And this is called What the Duke Doesn't Know. It's supposed to be a series, The Duke's Sons, and it's by Jane Ashford. And this is what it looks like. And it's not a Harlequin book or anything like that. And it's about this woman who ends up trying to find her father's jewels, and she ends up meeting this guy who's a duke, and they fall in love and stuff like that. And then she realizes that he's the one that took her father's jewels and stuff like that. And it was just okay. Like, it wasn't like a Harlequin book where it was really corny, but it was just a book where it was like, I really don't think I would read another one of those books. This one is actually a trilogy, and this one, I'm probably not going to read the trilogy, but this is one of my mom's favorite authors. And it's called Daring to Dream. It's the first in the series, and the first in the trilogy, and it's by Nora Roberts. And this is what it looks like. And it's about these women who lived in this house. I don't quite remember why they live in this house together, but they were all kind of like adopted to these to this rich family kind of thing. And they end up becoming, you know, like sisters and really good friends and stuff. And the one woman, she ends up she wants to just leave because she's like, I don't want to be stuck here anymore and stuff like that. And so she ends up leaving her family, and that was like the past. And then there's like the present day part, and that's the present day part where she comes back to the house because things didn't go her way. All these bad things happen to her and stuff. So she wants to try and she has to basically start from the ground up again. And her friends, her slash sisters, are helping her through it and trying to get her dream to come true of what she really wants and stuff like that. Now, this one is the girl who writes the Chesapeake Shore books, and it's called Where Azaleas Broom. It's a Sweet Magnolia novel. It's by Sherryl Woods. Now, I have another one of these books, and it kind of sort of is like the same kind of style as the Chesapeake Shores books. It's about a woman and also another man, and some other things that happen in it where it's like different problems. And I don't think this is the first one in this series. I don't think it's about this woman who's single, and she's trying to deal with all this stuff that's happening. Like, her son and daughter are having problems, and she's trying to work like 5 or 6 different jobs just to make it through because she doesn't have enough money because her ex-husband's been like doing all this stuff, and it's just horrible for her. And she ends up meeting this contractor man, and she doesn't really want to get close to him because of what just happened to her and stuff like that. And you just have to read it and find out. There's a reason why her ex-husband is the way he is, and why he wanted to get a divorce and stuff like that. And it was a really shocking part in that part, which I didn't even see coming in that. And like I said, I think I showed you, but I don't know. This is what it looks like. This was a book that the reason why I wanted to read this one was because this is a book that my dog got to, obviously, because you can see it's mangled at the top. And I really just wanted to read it because I'm like, yeah, that's a book that my dog got to. So this one, I don't remember it. I don't remember reading it, and it's just because like it takes me a long time because I'm still working. So it takes me a long time to read a book. And this is a Southern Sewing Circle book, and it's called Dangerous Alterations. It's by Elizabeth Lynn Casey. This is what it looks like. And I don't know. I remember I liked this book, but it was really weird when they would say certain things because it's like a Southern thing. And I know one of the guys in this book, this woman comes to town, and she ends up getting involved in the sewing circle, which is kind of like, they get together and they'll, oh no, that was the other one, where they come together and they drink. This one, they come together and they sew. And they try to sew things for different people that are going through some stuff to help them feel better. And here, this guy that they know dies, and they had to figure out who killed him and why and stuff like that. So I remember a little bit of it. When I read the back of it, after I don't read it for a while, then I remember. And it was this girl's ex. It was her ex lover, I guess. And this is what it looks like. It was a really good book. I remember I really liked it. But see, it's like the thing is like when I read books, it takes me a long time to read. Like this book review video took a long time for me to finish. For all the books for, so that's probably why I forget. I mean, that's the only one that I really forgot something about. Cause I'm like, did I read that book? I'm like, yeah, I know I did. But it's okay. So I'll see you guys next time with another book review video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and see you guys next time with another video.